This is Philip Pauly again. I'm here with the second video in the series to get you to lie down in the office. Why am I doing this? Because I know, after nearly 30 years of teaching the Alexander technique, that you really do need to lie down in the office. That is the royal road, really the royal road to getting rid of your backaches and indeed your back tiredness as well, so that you can work better and play better afterwards. But what if you're one of those many people who just absolutely are not allowed to lie down in the office? In that case, then you really need to just lie down when you can, that is before going to the office, as soon as you get back from the office, and maybe even finding a time in your lunch break when you can lie down. If that's at all possible, that's far better than not at all. There are many other things that you can do to help, but the lying down is really important. And that is why I am making sure that lying down in the office becomes possible for you too, wherever you may be, whatever workplace. Now, in the meantime, I want to look at a little detail about lying down. When you lie down, you need a little pile of books for your head. An average kind of height of pile of books is about 3 fingers thickness. So we'll start with that. And then moving on from that, I'm going to show you how to find out exactly what is right for you. Here we go. Coat off. Place the books where you need them for your lying down. And then sit in front of the books so that hopefully your head will land on the pile of books. Okay, so it didn't. No problem. I can just reach up and put them in the right place. And just lie like that. Now, if you see, I'm really pretty scrunched up here in the throat. And I'm also looking kind of forwards instead of straight up. So for me, this pile of books would be far too many. So I'm going to demonstrate what it's like when you've got it right by putting just the books that I need. And can you see how that's much easier in there now? And it's possible for my head now to ease up out of my body in the way it couldn't do when it was all scrunched up in front. And I'm looking straight up. So, that's right for me, but it wouldn't be right if your back were more bent. If your back were more bent, like that, say, then in order to reach the books you'd be having to do that. And you'd be really scrunched up at the back, and you'd be looking way back. Not good. So you would need those more books to fill in the gap. So now in this position, you see, if that were the shape of my back, I'd be looking straight up and be 3 there and 3 there, and my back is now able to lengthen as it is doing up out of my body. To summarize then, if I've got too many books, then I'm looking forwards and I'm scrunched up in the throat. If I was somebody who needed more books and they weren't there, then my head would be falling back off the end of my neck, and I'd be scrunched up at the back, and I'd be looking back. If I had got the right number of books for my head, then I'm looking naturally straight up, not scrunched up there, not scrunched up there, and my body is able to come up out of the books. And then you've got your height of books, keep them handy. When you go back to your desk, put your jacket back on, and back to work. So here I am again, sitting all refreshed again from having done that lie down. How long do I need to lie down? Literally 30 seconds is plenty. Not plenty if you've let your back get really tired or get achy, but plenty if you keep it up. So every time you lie down, your back is refreshed, you're able to work better, you're more comfortable, and you benefit, and your employer benefits, and your family benefits as well, because you're in a much better state when you get back home again in the evening. So, if you're one of those very lucky ones who are able to find a way to lie down at work, even just occasionally, put a comment in under this video and tell us about it. Better still, what would be really cool if you could send us a video. For those of you for whom it isn't possible, well, we're going to make it possible. So just hang on in there, subscribe to my channel, as more and more employers come to realize what they're missing out on by not allowing their workers to work comfortably. More and more employers will begin to give you the facilities for lying down at work. It's got to happen, so it will. All it requires is a little grit, determination, and sticking power.